Intuitive eating, in its definition, is the fifth part of our nutrition series. Intuitive eating really means listening to your body for what it needs, as opposed to forcing your body to do certain things because it's the latest fad or for some reason someone has convinced you that that's the best thing for your life. There is science around what our body requires, and there's also a lot of pseudoscience out there, and I really caution you all to be very mindful of where you're getting your information from. Even, so-called doctors and food experts are online, and most of the time it's just a money-making ploy and a scheme. I personally come to you from a space of many years of experience. I think it's 35, 40 that I've been in the industry. And I find that probably a good 95, if not more, % of the information that I share and the practices that I even have in my own life are the same. So we want to stick to things that are tried and true and tested. It's really going back to the basics, trying to keep things simple. Looking at your relationship with food, do you have like this good and bad idea of food? Do you X certain foods out because you're afraid to eat them? For example, fruit. Oh, I'm afraid to eat bananas. They're going to make me fat. Like really, fruits and vegetables are the last thing that are going to make you fat. Focus on how your body feels. Speaking of fruits, in the winter, I tend to want more citrus. That's just an intuitive approach to our body because we're missing light, and citrus fruits elicit joy in the body. This is a chemical response that happens when we smell them. So this all makes sense to me. However, so many times we've been disconnected from feeling our body because we succumb to low vibrational foods all the time. So that's your processed quick fix foods, your fast foods, all that sort of thing. And they're designed to draw us in. However, they usually don't meet our nutrient needs, and they usually actually don't even really fill us up. It's just a fake sense of satisfying our needs, often tied to emotions. So recognizing, are you emotional eating? And I mean, even when we talk about fast food, and if you're feeling stressed and, you just want something, you need to eat, obviously, by the time you think about it, even standing in a takeout line or waiting for your delivery of your food, by that time you could have something really delicious on your plate. It's just a matter of being organized, and I'll give you more support on that later. Then another thing really is focusing on whether you're feeling hungry or are you thirsty. And I know that, I've been in the health and wellness industry for forever, and I still have to, I find myself reminding myself to drink enough water. Some people just naturally go towards water and drink and drink and drink. I still have to remind myself, so I have my little tactics and techniques to make sure that I'm getting enough water in my diet. And that can be water on its own. I personally prefer room temperature water or slightly tepid. Occasionally I go for cold water depending on what's going on, but normally it's room temperature or tepid. So even if I'm making an herbal tea, which I usually make my teas from scratch, so I'll put cardamom, cinnamon. Lately I've been really drawn towards bay leaves. It's an old Sicilian technique for helping the belly, to use bay leaves and a little bit of honey and some lemon. And so that's really been helping my stomach, which has been a little off as of late. So, lots of techniques. This isn't about being perfect and switching everything and starting from scratch. It's about slowly integrating different pieces into your life. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to chatting with you again.